What's good, YouTube? Today we're going to be talking about liquidity, supply, and demand. It has become way more popular recently, and a lot of people are switching over to liquidity, supply, and demand. And I've had a few people ask me in my streams and just in DMs, why don't I trade liquidity, supply, and demand? And today in this video, I'm going to be breaking down why I don't believe in liquidity supply and demand. It doesn't mean it can't work out. I've seen liquidity supply and demand work. Like, there's people making money off it. There's a few people who I talk to like almost every day who have switched to liquidity supply and demand, and it's working for them. But me personally, I don't believe that that it would work for me. And I've seen, like, every time I've tried to trade liquidity supply and demand, it always ends up losing. So I stay far away from it, and I focus on my strategy that I have now, because I'm doing way better. We getting there. We're getting there though, with my strategy. So I'm not gonna change the way I trade because something became more popular. But yeah. So I have countless hours of backtesting liquidity supply and demand. It always loses. Well, most of the time it loses. I have videos from in the past on my YouTube channel where I traded liquidity supply and demand and it lost. So I stay far away from it. I avoid it. I don't like trading liquidity supply and demand, but that does not mean I won't take setups that have liquidity sitting in front of it or breaking highs and lows. But we're going to get into that. So yeah. But yeah, personally, I just don't like it, and we're going to go right over into why I don't. Let me delete this line. Let us look at this first example here. This is basically a liquidity demand setup. This first one right here. Okay, if we look at it, we had a bullish push, and we had a pullback, creating a low. We had a bullish push, creating a pullback, creating a low. Then we had another bullish push, didn't really create a low, but it made this low valid here, yeah, right? But then what we had was a big push down. This push down right here, let me get this. This big push down right here, this broke this low here, grabbing liquidity. So we grabbed one liquidity, which is a low. So we grabbed one. Then we had a retest, but this push here failed to break this high here. This could, if you know market structure, it could mean that we are switching trend. We failed to break a high. Then we had another push down, breaking another low, which means we've broken two lows now to get to the demand, and then we actually break this one here. If you know market structure, we had a bullish move, pullback, bullish move, pullback, and then we had this. Then we had the market fail to break this high here, and we pushed down, breaking this low. So this is the first sign that we could be switching trend. We had all the bulls in the market, and now we're breaking lows to the downside, which means that the sellers are in the market now. And then we failed to break the high, like I said there, and we pushed down, breaking this low here. This right here, to me, just this right here, looks like we are filling in gaps from here and switching the trend from bullish. So liquidity supply and demand, you take your demand up in this area like this, just like it is over here, and then you'd get in at break of the candle. But to me, it looks like we've broken two lows. We could be switching trend. That's what it looks like to me. We switching trend. We broke two valid lows, and to get to the demand, which means we're switching trend. Making it as simple as possible. We switching trend to the downside now. Then we get a little bit of a push out from the demand or the supply. Then you'd get in at break of the candle, or however you like getting in. And then we set up that target, which is whatever you like to take. But usually, since we already know that we've broken two lows, most of the time the market likes to fake out. It likes to just give this push, and then it likes to just continue down with that trend, because we are breaking lows. We're breaking continuous lows to get to that demand. I don't like setups like that, because it looks like we're switching trend. Same thing with the supply. And I'm going to go over more examples of this to make it make more sense. Same with the supply here. Let's get this. Same with the supply here. Normal bullish, bearish momentum. Then the first push breaks the high. Second push fails to break this low here. And then we get that big push up there, breaking one high and another high. Then we tap into the supply, but the market wants to it stop being bearish, because now we're breaking continuous highs. and to tap the supply, and that could indicate that the market is switching bullish. So you get in that break a candle, stops there, and then you look for your target. The first setup that we're going over is this one right here. So we know that this high right here and this high here is liquidity. Just like I said, even with this, there's liquidity there, liquidity there. There's people's stop losses that are getting taken, right? So this setup, we had bears in the market. They pushed down, right? We broke multiple lows. We broke one low, another low, another low, another low. So we bearish on this supply that was created. But then the market decides to create a high here, fail to break this low down here, and then we broke another high that was created here. And then with this push, we broke, so we broke two highs with this green candle push. We broke that one there and that one, looking like it's a market shift, or we changing to being bullish. We changing the direction of the market, and then you can see we would get in a breaker candle and we get stopped out. And I'm gonna move on to the next example. As you can see, we had the bulls in the market. We had a pullback. We had bulls in the market. We had a pullback. We broke a low with this big push down. Then we had a pullback to the upside, but we didn't manage to break this high there. I'm just gonna move that. We didn't manage to break this high here. And then what did the market do? Came down, breaking this number 4 low. This is what we had. We had our demand marked up just like this, exactly how it is here. Exactly how it is here. We broke 2 lows. We broke 2 lows to get to the demand, which I don't like. It always loses. That's what I don't like. There's liquidity sitting underneath there. We got broken. We broke another low here, grabbing liquidity, but we looking like we're switching trend. We were bullish, and now we're breaking 2 lows. Why am I going to take a demand when we are switching trend? Supply and demand works best when we are following trend. Why am I going to look to take a demand now where we've broken 2 lows, indicating that we could be switching trend? Just why I don't like it. Then you just get in. We had nice rejections from this one. You would have gotten that breaker candle, and it ended up losing, just like that. We broke multiple lows to get to the supply or demand. I don't like that, and I'm not going to be switching it up. I'm going to move to another example. Here is our next example, and this setup, I was looking at it. Well, I wasn't looking to take it, but I saw it. People came into my stream. I was streaming this when the setup was playing out, and people came into my channel and were like, look at GJ, it's in a demand now, you should take this, or some stuff like that. But I'm like, no, I don't like this. Look how many lows we are breaking. We look like we're switching trend. If you can see, we were bullish, then we had a bearish push down, creating a low. We had a bullish push, but we did not manage to break these highs here. Came down, created another low, had another pushback, just creating multiple lows to push up here, but we failed to break this high here, indicating that we could be switching trend. Then the market comes with this big push down, break 1 low, 2 lows, 3 lows, 4 lows to get to this demand. This is all liquidity, people stop losses, but it looks like we're switching trend. Look how many lows we broke. It looks like we're switching trend, and we did. We went from bullish to breaking lows to bearish. That's why I don't like taking setups like this. Then you but the person who was in chat, he actually ended up taking this, and then he told me afterwards that he's not going to take supply and demand setups where we break multiple lows, where we grabbing liquidity, which people want to see when they take liquidity, supply and demand. And then he got in that breaker candle and he instantly lost, got faked out. Then he messaged me, he's like, nah, I'm not taking that anymore. This is the last example of ones that lose. I am going to go over setups, liquidity, supply and demand setups that do win. But this is another example. Doyle Exchange took this exact setup. So let's look at it. We had the bears in the market creating, we were just creating just bearish structure. You can see that is just continuous bearish structure, and then we started switching there. Can I move this? No, I don't think I can. Oh, we can. Okay. So that kind of looks ugly, but this is literally exactly what's here. Then the market decides, okay, I'm not going to be bearish anymore. We're going to be bullish. Then the bulls come in and it pushes down, but then we start breaking highs. We broke this high here. We break this high here. And it continues up. we break this high here, and then this is where we had the supply. So this is the supply that Doyle took. But as you can see, look how many highs we broke to get to that supply. It looks like we're switching trend, and we did end up switching trend. Come from a downtrend, break a lot of highs and lows, which is liquidity, and then people would look to take the liquidity supply and demand. Here's an example of where liquidity supply and demand does win. So as we can see, it is a counter trend setup. It's okay. So I was actually going to take this. Like, as I'm busy saying all the stuff about liquidity supply and demand, I am still gonna end up taking it if the setup looks good. Like, this setup, in my opinion, looked good, but I missed the entry. So I was gonna end up taking this because it looked good though in my eyes. So the only thing I didn't like though is that we're breaking two highs to get to that. We broke one high there, which acts as liquidity and then wins. But I don't like the fact that we're breaking highs. We could, because look, we are bullish. Ultimately, we are bullish. This could have easily been a push up, push down, creating a high like that, just following trend. This could have easily continued upward trend. We could have had a little bit of a pullback and then push up like that. But the market was done being bullish at this point. But we could have easily followed or kept on going with this bullish trend. So it is a risk to take a sell when we are still breaking structure to the upside. We broke one high there and one high there. So it is a risk. But I am still going to look to take setups where we could be breaking highs and lows to get to the setup. But it is more of a risk. So I'm going to be more cautious about that setup. These are supply and demand setups that I like taking, where we get the breaker structure. So we had this bullish push to give us that breaker structure. And then we instantly came and tapped into the demand. Or the supply. We didn't break any lows. We didn't take too long to get there. We instantly did it. Like, this was in a matter of what, like 5, 10, 15, 20 minutes we were tapping into the demand. Like that's what I like. We're not always going to get setups as beautiful as this GU setup, but that's what I like taking. Ones that were created recently, tapped recently, and I don't like looking way back for supply and demand setups. The ones that are recent, that's what we look for. I'm going to show you guys another example of a setup that I actually took literally yesterday. On Tuesday, I was live streaming as well. It was this US30. I took it off the 1 minute, but that's besides the point. Let's look at this. The supply was created. We didn't break any highs to get to the supply. We didn't take long to tap into the supply. We instantly did it. Not instantly. I just say it as quickly. We tapped into it really quickly, like in a matter of a few minutes. Like how it was created, so it was like 5-10 minutes we tapping into the supply. That's what I like. I like seeing ones that happened like recently, very recently, not ones from far away like most liquidity supply and demand setups are. But this is exactly what I like taking. But once again, I'm not hating on liquidity supply and demand setups. If they work for you, take them. We all see the market differently. And you just got to do what makes your MetaTrader 5 blue or your MetaTrader 4 blue. Whatever makes you green for the week, blue for the whatever you want to call it. Whatever makes you green for the week, just continue doing that. If it's liquidity supply and demand, do it. If it's 5 minute supply and demand, do it. If it's only liquidity grabs, do it. Just do what makes you profitable. That's all that matters. Nothing else. What other people see and what you see does not matter. Only what you see matters. So hopefully you guys learned something in this video. Once again, I'm not hating on liquidity supply and demand setups. Just I don't take them, and this is the exact reason why. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you guys in the next video. But make sure you guys keep grinding, keep getting to the next level, and yeah.